Hello everybody and welcome back to Hunter Ascended. Hope you're all doing okay today. So this is episode 3 of our Sevtech series. Hopefully by now everyone's watching number 1 and 2 and enjoying it as much as possible. This is episode 3, let's get going. So if you've watched episode 2.5, you would remember me explaining that I was going to do some things off camera, bit of the grindy stuff, expand the base, just because the next age and stuff we wanted a bigger space. I did realise, however, some people might actually be wanting to watch, when I'm doing this grinding stuff. Obviously, it happens all the time on YouTube. People say, I'll do stuff off camera, and they're not actually doing stuff. Not naming any names. Not I know anyone that would ever do that, but it happens. So I want to be able to just prove that that's not the case, and that I am actually doing this stuff legit. So I'm going to be opening my Twitch account, uploading the main videos, but as well I'm going to be live streaming the hours. I spent 4 or 5 hours yesterday building what you're going to see here, just so that so I can get straight into the video, and we can continue on the path. And basically the whole point for today is we're going to get this started, unlock the next stage, and I will give you a quick introduction to that stuff as well. So just as a quick update, basically what I did is I destroyed the little house we were in. I went and got a load of cobblestone, put a bit of an area around, just because I kind of know what type of thing I'm going to be setting up. Expanded this a little bit, built some more chests. I've got some organisation going on. Nothing great, just went and loads of meats and resources that I know I'm going to need. I went and traded more leather after killing all them bloody sheep. They're going to have nightmares about me now, don't worry about it. I only killed a few, I promise. But yeah, basically did that. I moved the TP inside, so it's a bit safer. We've got a little hole on the thingy, but we can still do it. And this is just an area based for the next 2 ages. This is where we're going to be building downstairs. Again, that'll be done on thingy, so once I've got the Twitch set up, probably for the next episode, I will keep putting that into the description. So any one of you guys that want to just kind of see me grinding away, if you don't mind, I'll put it there, and I'll just try and talk every now and again, just see how it goes. Just figure it out, answer a few questions. Yes, there is fire in the floor, simply because these lights really don't produce enough light in here, and it was going to spawn mobs all the way, so I just thought, whatever, we'll create some logs and set fire to things, and that's where we got with that. Okay. Just come outside. I cleaned up the area. I destroyed the little scum that was here. Here's the horse things that I said last time. I went and got the horses. I had to travel for about 2 hours to find them, but managed to get them. As I said to you last time, all you do is you get a lead and you attach them to the top, and that's essentially it. And then when you put wood on here, it'll actually process it. Now, however, what I did, I said I was going to automate the system with hoppers and that, which is what I did. I showed you how to make the first type of hoppers, and these are just chests. So this is a very simple system. All it is on the back we have the hopper going into and interacting with the chopping block, so I can put wood in here. Okay, so if I was to grab some wood, put it in top, it's going to place the wood, the horse is going to go around, turn it into logs, and then once it's actually turned into logs, there's a hopper underneath connecting to the chest, and it just goes into there. And this gives me a guaranteed 4 from each one. So it's a bit of automation. I can just put stuff in here. The same process is here with the horse grindstone. I put things in here to get bone meal. I put a lot of bones from skeletons and that in. And then the same system here for pressing. Okay, I have kept to my word. I've not done anything major besides from the build that I did say I was going to be doing. I went and got the cows that we need for the ritual. I've been breeding them. I've basically had to go around, get a lot of seeds, and because we can't actually farm yet, but there was a bit of farmland here, so I've just basically been planting it here, as you can clearly see. Maybe just right click with this house a bit more. So yeah, I've just been doing that. I wanted to basically make sure that even though these episodes are already long, I don't want them just to be idle. We want to make sure it's actually got a focus each time. And the focus of this one is just to get through as much of this stuff as possible today, get this done and get to the next stage, because on the next stage we unlock crafting tables and other things like that. Alright, which should be wonderful to do. So yeah, that's basically what I was up to, and it did take about 4 hours. Like I say, this game's a grindy game. It just takes that much time to actually progress if you want to do things properly. I could always speed through, but like I've explained, I don't like mess, so I always need an area to proper to work. So this is just what I did for now. Nothing special. But it's what we got. We still don't have a door. In case any of you don't know, I'm not being silly. The reason we keep blocking it off like this is not because I'm too lazy and don't know how to do a door. If we watch, we type a door, nothing comes up. We're still cavemen. We don't know how to make doors. We have to have cave entrances for now. In the next stage, I believe we should get doors. So, yeah, that's why that's like that for now. Just thought I'd point that out in case any of you were pondering what's going on there. Okay? Also, as I mentioned near the end of the last episode about the nutrition, I've just been eating protein. I've not been eating the other things, as you can see, because I've not made it yet, so the percentage has gone down. But the protein being up has done what I said it would do, so it gives you nourished. And if you look at my health bars at the bottom, it's kind of got an overlap of like 2.5, so that means I've got that extra health. So that's why it's good to have your nourishment up, and that's just from eating protein, which obviously I've been killing so many animals when I go around. That's why that's like that, okay? So, I think for the first part, just to kind of show you guys what I wanted to do, is I wanted just to kind of tick off this little box quickly. I mean, it's really simple. All you need to do, you're just going to make a crafted spear for fishing at range. We're going to quickly spear a fish, and we've got free range hawks, which is what you need. Recipe for 1 flake flint point. Okay. So we check in here. We've still got some gravel there. We've got some flint made already somewhere, but that is set up for a different purpose, which we will be getting into a bit later. Like I say, I've done some stuff off camera. Literally, I've just gathered like some resources that I know are difficult and that we're gonna need. I went back over to the Darklands to grab us some of these gems, just so I can make the pieces. Later on, we are gonna have to go back over anyway, and that's when I'll be showing you, just so you can actually see the creatures that you have to kill. I managed to get a big one, not because I made it, just because I've killed one of the big creatures. And I've got like the small ones. I think I explained that they come in 3 different tiers. A baby one, adult one, boss sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically it. And I just expanded the grills a little bit so I can cook some more meat in that. So, we've got our flint. If we just quickly come down here, I believe we can make ourselves a few of these again. If you already know how we do that now. Alright, and I believe we can just right click that, and there's our flint point that we need. Okay? So if we just put tomahawk. Alright, so we need 1 flake, flint, point, twine, and a stick. Alright, seems simple enough. We have this already, and there it is. We've got a load of twine in there. Alright, so we're just going to craft this quickly. The point there, the flint there, that there, I believe. Or is it the other way around? No, that's the right way around. Okay, and we can craft this. One thing I didn't know about an update, like I said, I played on an older version. Eventually, this stump will break. It does actually break on you, so you will have to craft a couple before you get on to the next stage. So just kind of be mindful of that. You'll see it cracking by the time it does. Don't panic, there's nothing you're doing wrong. It just starts to crack, and then no matter what you do, it's like no return. So yeah, but that's our tomahawk anyway. Like it's exactly what it is. You click it, you throw it, done, and you can just go and pick it up. Okay, it's a fun little tool, I guess. We're not really going to be using it, if I'm being honest with you, but there it is. We need to make sure we got it off the list. And I believe the other thing was a spear. Okay. So a spear is just going to be a bit of flint on the end of 2 sticks, okay? So we're just going to go get another normal piece of flint. There we go, just like so. We can place that down. We've got some sticks, good. Just like so. And there we have our spear. Okay. And we're literally just we're gonna go out, go to the sea, and just quickly try and spear a fish. Oh, looks like it's getting a bit dark, but can we just spear him? Come on. Yeah, creeper blew up here. Luckily, it didn't destroy the strainer. Was not too happy. Oh, we don't want to go down there yet. Oh, actually, what we do need to do is sleep, because we don't really want creepers and that spawning right now. It really has been spawning a lot of mobs. It's quite ridiculous. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe they've upped it in the coding or something. We got some mistake at least. Right. Let's go back down. I don't believe there's any villagers surviving, except from the one I've got trapped over there still. I traded as much as of the sheep hide as I could, but he's not wanting to share anymore. So that is what it is. Oh, that's a fishy. See the fishy over here? We're trying to be... I'm not that great. Like, I tried this on the last one and it takes quite a bit of effort. Oh, never mind. Did it. Okay. Do we get the... Have we got the spear back? We have not. I wonder if that's a permanent thing or is it there on the floor? No. Okay. If that's common, that's a very ineffective use of the materials. I mean, I got one fish. I could have just got a sword. Oh wait, no, there we go, spear. Just me and be easily, don't worry about it. So yeah, that's them parts, and if we go back to L, that's them, you know. I know I didn't focus on it, I just thought I'd quickly get them out of the way. Like I said, we're going to try to be a bit more direct on this episode, get some bits done, progress a bit more, and just, yeah, in general, get it all sorted out. So, I'm going to try my best to be a little bit organised. As you can see, I've put things in chest for now. If any of you know about the draw mods, I quite like them normally, and we are going to be using them as soon as we unlock them. I think we should unlock them in the next age, if not it'll be the age afterwards. So I know we unlock chests in the next one, so we will be upgrading to them. I will show you how to, obviously, just a normal crafting chest and everything, and that stuff will be done offline, just upgrading the storage and that. Just, you know, for that simple purpose of not wasting your time. Right, I like our tools and that kind of going here for now. Okay, so what we're going to do, first things first, because we want these buffalo to grow up that we're going to create, is we're going to start with this totem. Okay, we're going to go into the totem stuff. Now, we need to craft the flute, drum and rattle. Okay, so if we we go back to the JEI. One quick bit of advice for anyone that's not used to this interface. If you type in the @ symbol, okay, and then the start of like what the mod is called, so that one was totem, so if I put totem, go to put it, yeah, if you kind of hover over it, it'll show you what the name of the mod is at the bottom. If you type that name in after the @ symbol, it will show you everything that is linked to that mod. Okay, so if you're not sure, like say if you build, I don't know if it can be upgraded or anything like that, you can type the name of the mod in, and then obviously you can see what's relative to that mod, and if it's got any built-in upgrade systems or anything like that, then it's available for you there. So it's just a little bit of a shortcut. Oh, excuse me, having a sneezing fit. Ugh. I think everybody hates sneezing. Right, so as you can see here though, we got our drum that we can make, just a bit of wood and leather. Our flute, which we're going to need grass or a fern, okay, so we're going to get that in a minute, and we have our rattle. So a rattle is just stick and jingles is 3 sugarcane and 3 bones. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that done now, so that's 3 bones, and this is where that stuff goes, and 3 sugarcane. It's just a nice and easy part of it done. Was it this? Which way was it? Yeah, it was this way. It does get a bit easier to craft once you get a crafting table, and I will be showing you that function of JEI. But obviously, like, that's just a bit that later on down the line. Okay, so we just need a stick. We do need a few more sticks. It might be useful for me to just go and put a bit more of them planks back into the chopper, and it will just make sticks automatically for us then, which is, you know, good. And we have a rattle. Okay, just makes music. We're going to be using it for the ritual later on. Okay, so for the drum, as you guys saw, if we get 1 piece of leather and some sticks, and we do this, we can make a drum. I don't know about you guys. I quite like the music aspect of this. I thought it was quite fun the first time I did it. It's an actual drum. We can just place it down and start beating it. Just yeah. Maybe I've got low attention span or something. I found it quite interesting. And the next part is the flue, which is free sugar cane in the grass. Now the problem is, to get the grass, we're going to need to make shears. Okay. Because you can only pick it up with shears. Okay. So the only shears we can actually make right now is, we could go for flint shears, or we can just make some bone ones. We're going to make some bone ones just because it's a little easier. Okay. So what we're going to grab is the 2 bones we need and the plant twine. Nice and simple. Ooh. That's the first time I've walked into the fire, although I'm quite shocked I've not done it more often. There we go. So we're going to make some bone shears. Nice and easy. Okay. And then literally we're just going to come over here and hit a piece of grass. Done. That's all we need for now. As you can see, we've got the grass there, so we can now continue making it. So what we're going to do is we've got to get the piece of grass, put it there. We're going to put our bone shears away and just grab 3. This. 1, 2, 3. So that's the recipe we just saw. And there we have the flute. And now we've got that. Once you've made all 3 of these, you will get the achievement, and you'll also get your book, which is the Totempedia. Okay. Now in this book, all right, it's going to show you the basic things for the melodies, how it kind of works, the 2 essential ones you need to get started, which is the red cedar tree, which I mentioned. We have to perform the rite of spring ceremony next to some normal saplings, and they will transform, okay, into this type of wood, which we, as we showed you for the other recipes, is what we actually need to continue. And if we perform the buffalo dance next to the cows, they will turn into buffalo for us, and then we have buffalo, which are a lot better than cows, I might add, for food and everything else. So that is basically why we need this for now. As I did mention, there are like certain rituals and other things we can do. If we go to totems and effects, totem poles, it kind of shows you about the knife whittling. And we're going to show you this now, because as we've been having loads of creepers and other difficulties arise, you can see, oh, do we have to get to the next stage yet? No, we shouldn't. We didn't have to do this on the last one. Oh, okay. So apparently this time we're going to have to do it in about 1 or 2 ages. Oh no. Let me just quickly check. I want to see. Let's see. Look. Oh no, yes, I thought not. I was a bit confused then. So yeah, one of the recipes, you can just use make one out of flint. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make one of these now, just because we're going to set up a couple of them. So it's just a stick and a piece of flint. Alright. Trust me, this is going to be very handy. Okay, I'm just going to get it made for you and show you exactly what it is that you do with it. Okay. It's a bit wood intensive, but honestly, it really is. The perks you can get from this is quite special. There's our whittling knife. So if we just get rid of these quickly. Okay. We'll go back to the book just to kind of give you a bit of a recap so you can see this properly. So totem effects. So you can create these out of wood, and it's basically just whittled, and we'll show you how we do it. So if you put a bat, you negate any fall damage and it lets you jump further. A blaze gives you fire resistance, okay. Buffalo makes you mine faster. Cow gives you resistance to damage but also slows you. So you can clearly see what they do, and this is the one where I really want. The ocelot prevents creepers from exploding. It's quite funny when it works, because a creeper will be there and it's like they're having a nervous breakdown because they can't really attack you and they're trying to blow up, but it doesn't do anything, okay. Pig brings you good luck and things like that. So horse gives you a speed boost. Ooh, we might get that one so we can move around a bit faster. I'm going to kind of show you how this works. Squid gives you water breathing. Wolf gives you strength, lets you climb walls. Rabbit gives you a jump boost, blah blah blah. So as you can see, there's lots of different boosts you can get, and they're really not that difficult to actually do. It is as simple as you get a bit of wood like this, okay, and you basically build it. And I kind of built the building in mind of this so I can have it quite often. So what you do is, you very simply, you take out your whittling knife, and as you can see it says totem base at the bottom. So if we right click on that, it's going to make a base. So every single one of them are going to need bases. Okay, so we're going to do quite a few here. Okay, we are going to have quite a few because they've got a limited range. I believe it's like a 5 block radius from it that the range is. You know, and I really don't like creepers and I don't want them blowing up on us, so just for now, for this purpose, like, you're going to see us do it like this, okay? And we'll do the other side in a minute. So essentially, if you hold shift and right click on nothing, it will change. So if you can see it says back there, blaze, buffalo, and obviously you can basically do what you want for these sides. So we want ocelot for now, stop creepers blowing up. So if I right click this now, it'll do a shape of an ocelot head. That now means if a creeper is within this range of like 5 blocks from this, it will not be able to explode, which means it can't blow up our house. Okay? Nifty little trick it is. And obviously it's got to go through the wall and apply a little bit inside, just in case. It's not likely. I am only putting so many around because I want to be able to get the boosts inside as well for like speed and fire resistance. Because you can just build up on top of these. I believe they can go like 7 high, so I can build up these to like be little totems to get all of the boosts and the buffs that I want, you know, within the range. So it's not like an overpowered beacon or anything, but it's a little helpful, you know, especially when for some reason I'm in a world that loves creepers. Basically, that's what it seems like. It seems like it's a creeper world. So yeah, that's basically what that is. You know, I'll let you guys have a bit of fun with it. You can always go back to that book, and that book obviously explains what the other methods and other things do for you, as you just saw there. We'll just do that there for now. Okay. So we're just going to switch back to the base. It has to have a totem base at the bottom. Just remember that, guys, otherwise it won't actually work. Okay. What we're going to do, we've got to add like a spider and other things like that to this. What we're going to do is pick up some of this wood, because we do need so this is why it's quite useful. Obviously we can't make fences and things like that just yet. What we can do is if we put the spider one, we can kind of just constantly crawl up and out of this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build like 2 here and here. Okay, so we're going to have our totem bases, just like so. We're going to want the ocelot so that the creeper doesn't blow up near the cows. And then if we just quickly put another piece of wood on top, so I can kind of show you how it works multiple times, we're going to put the spider. There's the spider, just like so. Okay? And now if we go down here, we can literally just, as you can see, it's a 2x2 step, it just lets us climb like a spider. So it just makes it a bit easier for our cows and stuff like that, getting in there, slaughtering them, coming back out. And obviously the ocelot's going to make it so creepers don't blow up. We'll put another one like there and another one there, because this is where we're going to put some sheep, so we don't have to travel far, and we're going to put some to protect the horses as well. So yeah, it's very much like a, like a Indian type, you know, like the kind of typical Indian from the old films, like, you know, totems and like music and stuff like that. It's a nice little mod. Honestly, it is a fun little mod for you to just mess about with and get some bonuses. Again, you know, if I do go into more of that stuff, I'm just going to quickly do that off camera, and you know, just kind of make the most of the time that I can. Right. So what we have here is the totem bender. If we go back like so, right, we need to perform ceremonies. Okay, so there's 2 ceremonies that we need to perform. We're going to do the buffalo dance first. Okay, so it's the buffalo dance ceremony, which is what we need to turn them cows, because I believe you turn back into babies when you first do it, and I want them to be able to grow, so we're not waiting too long. Where is it? Basics of ceremonies. No. I actually need the ceremony. Give me the ceremony. A war dance? Oh, buffalo dance, there you go. I didn't see that. So, if you read it, what it says this beast used to roam the land in large herds, but was mysteriously wiped out long before you came into the world. However, not all hope is lost. The buffalo dance ceremony is able to give strength to nearby cows and turn them into buffaloes. they will start out as infants and only gain their full strength after a while, okay? That's why I wanted to do that at the beginning while I do other things for you guys. So, each ritual will have a different tool that you're going to need to create, okay? So this ritual requires the drum first and then the wind chime, okay? Which means to activate the ritual, you need them tools. You will shift click with them tools in the right order and then it will activate the ritual. A bar will come up and you can see. And then you have to just basically play ritual music, and you can use any tools for that, and now and again you have to use the right tools. So as you saw there, we're going to need the wind chimes. Okay, so if we get the wind chime, alright, so that's just 2 string, bone, fling and sugar. Alright, nothing too crazy there, as you can see. So is that where we put the flint? No, it's not. Never mind me, guys, don't mind me. Just, being a derp. Right, there we go, flint in the middle. It was 1 bone and 2, so let's just grab 1 bone, grab 2 of them. And I believe there was some string as well, right? Which we have here. 2 string, that's the bottom part, and then we just need our sticks, which I don't run out of, like I said before. We were going to just quickly do this over here. Alright, so we're going to, I didn't undo that, thank you very much, get off. We're just going to turn a stack into them, so we just put a stack of wood in there, it's going to start turning them into sticks for us, just idly, not have to worry about it. So I mean, like, as you can see, it is a little easier as you get on with this mod pack, wasn't lying to the first time, it really does just slowly and surely get a bit easier as you go along. It's just the initial grind. So there we are, we have our wind chime sorted out. I believe we're going to need a bit of an overhang near these guys here. So what we're going to need to do is we're just going to put like this here. No, one higher really. Give me this. There we go. So we can hang the wind chime from here to be able to play it. And the other one was the drum, remember? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the drum and the wind chime here. We're going to have these things on our hot bars so that we can just use them quickly between each other. Alright, so if we go back to the book quickly, as you can see, avoid using red rags. I don't know what that's about. So totem drum and then this, okay? And if you see it tells you what to do. Sneak and hit to use selector mode, alright? So that means all we need to do is we need to sneak, hit that, and as you saw that little powder, and then this, and then that should is what's going on. I'm not 100% sure if this is doing anything right now. That should be kicking it off. What is going on? So you can hit to use selector mode. Okay, wind chime. Yeah, I get this, I do. Sneak. There's the drum. There's the wind chimes. Unless we have to do it in order, which I'm not 100% sure if we do, avoid using red rags. What are you on about red rags for? Buffalo dance. I am hoping they've not updated something that I'm not aware of. Oh, wait a minute, I believe you actually have to do, if I remember correctly, do you have to do it next to a totem? Is that the issue? We have to be within like a range of a totem, so it might just be that fact. Yeah, I think we had the same issue the first time around, so we'll just do it on the other side then if that is the case. Okay, my bad guys, so it happens. Right, so yeah, we need to essentially just do this next to a totem by the looks of it, so let's put that there, put our drum there. Yeah, there we go, you see how it kind of selects and then we do this, okay? Now what we need to do is just make sure that we can make some music, so we're going to just hit some things here. I'm hoping that we can actually do this properly. Like look, if we do this here, we can kind of switch between the couple, make different like sounds of music. As you can see the bar going up there, you really do need to get that music symbol above the time that's what it's giving you. Using different instruments usually helps. I notice the rattles and the drum tend to. If you notice that it's not moving, quickly switch to a different type of instrument. Okay? And right, has been done. Oh, okay, so it doesn't turn all of them. How many did we just make? Only a couple. So I guess we can just do the ritual a few times. Drought ceremony, oh, we're going to let that run out. If you do the wrong ceremony, just let it run, the time run out. Don't really worry yourself about it. So as you can see, we have like 2 buffalo in there, but we do want quite a few. We're going to try and turn most of these if we can actually. Didn't know it only turned 2. I thought maybe it would just turn everyone in the kind of area. We are going to want these to grow up a bit. So as soon as this runs out, we'll just run the ceremony 1 or 2 more times at least. And then this buffalo can grow up. I don't think they're adults yet anyway. Although it does seem to be an adult. I think it's not supposed to be an adult. I think that might be a baby. And that's an adult potentially. Although they are quite large, so it's a bit difficult to kind of tell. As you can see, I'm just kind of... You can do it a bit faster than what I did the first time, you know. Just kind of keep going to the different things a little bit. Just because that way it doesn't stop on you. Okay. Like you see how it just done that then, it wasn't moving because I didn't use something different. Oh. Oh wow, it didn't do it. Okay. So as you can see, it's not the easiest of things. Although I don't really know why that stopped. Or we're still using the same things. It's a bit weird sometimes, not gonna lie. You only really need to do that ceremony once and then you kind of breed the buffalo that you need, but at the same time I just didn't want it to take too long for you guys. Maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe, I don't know if we should kill some of these cows or not. We don't want to kill them buffaloes, so... Oh! Hello, friend. That's a buffalo just trying to chill. So all we're going to do is kill some of them. We are still going to try this ritual again because we do need... oh, don't kill that buffalo, please. We're going to need a few to actually move on because we need to make a gear, and to make a gear we need buffalo teeth. So we are going to need enough to be able to basically kill. Like, that's just 0 health. Does anyone else see that on the screen? Cow, 0 health, and yet he's walking around. Bloody voodoo. That's all it is, it's voodoo. And there we go, so we got another, did that make another 2 or just 1? Let's go straight back into it, why not, right? try and make a couple of these, and like I said, they've got to take a little time. We've got plenty to do in the meantime while they're growing, but obviously I want to be able to just get it done this episode and show you guys the proper way to do it all. There we go, there's another one done. So it is turning them slowly but surely. It's just literally, I know it's a bit tedious, guys, but it's something you're going to have to do as well, but you guys are going to have more time. And like I say, I could have done this beforehand, but I did need to be able to show you this properly. Doesn't quite explain it as what you need to do. First time we kept failing over and over again before we realised we had to switch between the actual musical instruments to be able to get the ceremony properly done. Could we just quickly hit this, just play that flute. And there we have it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got a couple going now. One or two more times. One or two more times, guys. Turn the rest of these into it. And then what we're going to do, I believe, is we're going to make a backpack to kind of show you guys. You can actually make one early on as long as you've got leather, and then we've got upgrades for it as well. It's quite useful actually later on as well. It's a decent size, you don't really need too many heavy resources at the beginning. And there we go. Looks like we've got at least another 2 counts that we can do it on. Final time we'll do this, I don't want to bore you guys to death with me, my extremely terrible musical skills on this game right now. Jingle jingle, like whatever we need to do. Flute, flute, flute. Yeah, there we go. We're going to leave it at that for now. That's plenty, okay? So we're going to put our musical instruments. Oh, no, we're not right now. What we're going to quickly do, my apologies everybody, we're going to pick these up. I think we'll just destroy that one to pick it up. Thank you very much. We're going to do the next one, which we need to make them saplings. So to do this, let me put this stuff away. Okay, so I'm trying to be a bit more organised at the moment. Just a bit of flint, that's fine. There's our basic tool. And there's our musical instruments over there. Okay, so if we go back to the totem, one of the first ones it was going on about, okay, totem basics, was the red cedar tree. Right, so that's just literally the rite of spring ceremony next to some standard saplings, okay? So we grab ourselves some saplings, right, and we're literally just going to place them around just like so, okay? We're going to open up the totem again, so it says rite of spring, so we go to ceremonies and we'll go search for rite of spring, right there, alright, which is the flute and the drum to get kicked off. So, as we did with the other ceremony, we're going to put the drum down, okay, we're going to make sure we have our flute available and our rattle just in case. So that's the flute and the drum. So we're going to shift right click the flute. Okay, and then we're going to shift right. Then we're going to shift right click. What? Flute, drum. Yeah, flute, drum. Not imagining this. Are you going to go away, please? Ceremony selection. Symphonies of Death. We're not doing that one. Okay, we're going to just kind of delete this. And as you can kind of see, it can be a bit testy sometimes. Let's just punch that counter down. We don't want cows in here, this is our buffalo place. You guys got to work, please? Huh. This mod wasn't this kind of like laggy the first time like I did this on the other place. So it's working over here, but not. I don't know if this stuff blocks it. I've never really thought about it. This is still saying this, however, so shift click the flute. And then right, it's not working and it should be working. I destroy the drum. Like I said, it can be a little bit testy for us. It's not because it's next to this, is it? Like, it's got to want. There we go, right a spring, okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to keep it going a bit like this. Nice and easy. Absolutely rattle. I've noticed like the rattle is a very useful tool for the music. It's basically like a volume sound, and there we go. So you can see, it just turned all of them into the ones we need. So what we can do now is just quickly run around, pick them back up, move them a bit away. Just like so. I didn't hit you. Stop lying. One of them died. I didn't hit it. That's lying to us now. Oh well, I mean, we actually got a bit of what we needed for them. So yeah, we've got these cedar ones. We're not going to need a hell of a lot, but we are going to need a couple. So we're just going to place a couple down. Let them grow for a few minutes while we work on the backpack. Alright. And that should do for now, honestly. Plenty of them. Just going to let them grow. We're going to put this back in here so we've got some for the future. I mean, as you saw, it's not too difficult to acquire them. It's no like trickery. It's just a bit fiddly, really. That's all it is to it. Just a bit fiddly. So we can put that stuff away in the pendant. There are other uses for this, other things you can do. Obviously, you can kind of just search that yourself when you look in the book. We're just doing the stuff right now that we need for the timeline. If I do find anything interesting that I think is of great import, or maybe if you guys know anything that I don't, maybe I'm missing a big part of it. It's always possible. You can always let me know. So we're going to put our meat away there. Okay. So while that's all sorting itself out, as I said, we're going to quickly just make a backpack. It's not one of the quests, but it's very useful for us. Okay. So if we type in backpack, okay, and click it, it's quite simple. We just need old-style chest surrounded by leather and a leather cordo. My friend made fun of me. Apparently I can't pronounce that. It's not, I keep saying cordage, but it's apparently cordal, I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's like my brain can't process what that word is. Okay, I apologise. I just can't process it right now. Let's open this. We're going to grab that. Luckily we've already got things made. See, I kind of thought ahead a bit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was 7, wasn't it? So we got our chest in the middle, that there, just surrounded by some leather. And there we are. We have our backpack. Oh, we're going to go sleep. Do some night time. Okay, so here's our backpack. So you can open it just like that in your offhand. It's not huge at the moment. It's just 2 rows of 9. It's still quite a bit extra. However, you can upgrade this from the get-go. So if you, like I said before, if you actually do the @ symbol, so this is improved backpacks. So if we do the @ symbol and start putting improved in, okay, straight away shows us that we've got these blank upgrades. Okay, so you have to upgrade these in tiers. So we're gonna have to make a wooden one, and then we're gonna have to make a stone one. Okay, to make the stone one, we're going to need a blank upgrade, and you have to do the previous one to be able to upgrade. So we're going to need to make 2 wooden ones and then upgrade one into a stone. However, okay, that's just going to require 2 leather for the blank pattern and 2 sticks with a bit of wood in the middle. So we're going to need 4 in total, yeah? Now, do we need any for the upgrades? Yeah, we need 1 each. So we need 6 leather in total. So what we'll do, just grab 6 leather. Like so. We needed some sticks, I believe, and a bit of normal wood. Okay, so we put this here like so, put our sticks there, and then our leather like this. Okay, and this should give us one of the upgrade ones, blank one, yeah. So we'll just repeat that again quickly. And a bit of wooden number. Nice. So now we have the blank ones, okay? Again, if you press Y and something, it will show you what you need. So now we just need some oak bonds basically around the blank one. So we're just going to put the lever there, put that there. I don't even believe it needs to be oak, which is useful. Because I think we've got some bit of olive here from a tree I chopped down. We'll just use that if it will let us use it. Hopefully it will. Yes, it will. So as I said, you have to upgrade a wooden one into. So what you're going to want to do is basically make 2 of these. Just like so. Alright. So now we've got this one. So we've got a wooden version, yeah? So we can apply that. And to apply that, we take the backpack, we put it in our crafting, and we put the actual upgrade next to it. And then if you shift on it, it's going to say tier 1. So at the moment that one there says tier 0, the next upgrade is wooden. And this one that we're going to get is going to say tier 1, next upgrade is stone. Okay? And each upgrade gives you, I believe, an extra line. So it's quite easy to get a decent sized backpack. And we're going to get another line as well by upgrading this one to stone, which I believe is literally the same recipe like that, just with stone around it. Okay? And nothing too difficult. So you just going to need 3 stone like that. We do need another lever. Alright. So we're going to put the upgrade part there, surround it with stone as we saw then, and then we're going to place that there. Craft this together, pick it up, and the same thing again, put it in your crafting recipe, and now you're going to see that's going to upgrade it to tier 2. And then we have a decent place, you know, you can keep essentials in here. I tend to do stuff like that myself, and obviously it's just a good place. Or to be honest, you'll probably end up just chucking lots of stuff in there while you're on the go, and then come back to sort it out when you remember that you've got stuff in there. Usually works is how like backpacks work on this game, I've noticed. It's kind of all you do. Now, you can put this on your barbell slot, I believe. So you can place it here. So it's actually on your back. Like if I press finger, look, it's got to be on your back. And I think there's a hotkey you can actually assign to it to actually access without having to do so. I'll have to look online myself and set it. Can't be bothered doing it right now. But you can do that, and then basically you can set it up so you can put it as any key that you're not using. You know, maybe you could make it as a grave key or change it to something so when you press it you can access it from your back all the time, and it doesn't use the slot. But it's only one slot, so it's not too much of a big deal. So yeah, that's our backpack sorted, okay? Fully upgraded. It's not one of the quest lines, but it will help you no matter what you're doing, okay? So here's some of the wood that we actually need. You only really need to do that ceremony the once. As you can see, it's quite easy. You do the ceremony, get a couple of saplings changed, and you are going to get saplings from the drop from the tree as well. So once like you've kind of started it, it's okay. Same thing with the buffalo. You know, always just like let them grow up and then breed them. Don't waste the time to do the ritual again. It's just a little bit of pain. That's all. Yeah, so we're just going to pick up like 2 lots of these, and we're going to get them chopped up because I believe that's what we need them for. They would just be that little bit taller, wouldn't they? Come on. There we go. Alright. So that's enough of that. So if we click usage on this, okay, we can use it in this aspect. Or it should show us once we turn it into logs, there we go, usage for that. Oh, it's going to show basically everything, isn't it? We just need it for this. If we go to L, we're trying to make that flame grilled goodness, and I believe we do need it for that. Let's just quickly check. So it's hopper. Yeah. So we basically have almost everything we need for this. We need a Mark II hopper, shark tooth, we've got shark teeth, red cedar planks, which is what we needed that for, and the shadow gem. We have one. I'm going to show you how you make the others in a second. And we have charcoal. I did mention beforehand, okay, what we're going to need to do is you can make them low grade charcoal blocks. Now that we have this, we're going to be able to crush them into charcoal itself. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to go grab a couple of them. I've made some previously here. Found a little cooking show. Here's one I made previously. So we're just going to grab 7 of them. We're going to place them over here. Now just automatically process them for us. If we press U on it, it's going to show us as well. Look, if you put it in a grindstone or a horse-powered one, it's going to make 4 for us. Okay. Once that's done, we can actually continue in making the parts, but we do need a millstone. Okay. So we press L again. Right. We can see here. Okay. That's what we need to make because we need to make black dust. So we're going to need to make a saddle, this wheel here, and then make a gear. For the gear, we're going to need a buffalo teeth, hence why I did the buffalo first. Alright? So, what we're going to do is quickly show you this. Here's one of them shadow gems complete. Here's the previous ones. So, if you get 9 of these, you can press them using the horse press into one of them, and then you can press 9 of these shadow fragments into one of these. Okay? So, if we just put 3 back here, we're going to put 27 in there, so that's 3 times 9. And all we're going to do is we're going to put it here in the back. Oh, we'll decide to put it there instead. Okay, there we go. Horse is going to run around, it's going to compress whatever we put in there. Okay, and it's going to make a full one. Nice and easy. Okay? And that's basically how you make them gems when you don't find it as a big one. You can just randomly get a drop from the small one as a big one, but it's not likely. You do have to kill one of the big shadow creatures, but it can be a bit difficult because they blind you and they show you for these things. Like, it's just a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. But I'll let you guys figure that out yourselves when you're playing through as well. Okay, so we're going to turn this red cedar wood into planks quickly because that's what we need them as. Let's just kind of go behind here and plop them in there. Oh, look, we got 2 adults, so we can breed now for a baby. We still don't really have access to wheat, so the only wheat I've gathered is what I've kind of gone around. I probably shouldn't have wasted it on the cows. Didn't realise it would only change 2 at a time. So that happened, you know. Look, there we go. Breed that one and that one. Sorted. They can have a baba. Alright. I might honestly end up just killing that thing. We only need 4 teeth. And we should be guaranteed to get like teeth from 1. Let's just... You gotta do what you gotta do, right? 2 teeth, look at that. I don't want to really kill you. Just gotta kill the baby, innit? We don't want to kill a baby. But that's why these swords aren't the greatest. There's the 3 we need, okay? Just means we can speed things up a bit. We also got the buffalo hide as well. It's used for quite a few things. So buffalo hide will actually give you 6 raw hide. It's very good. But you can also make glue out of it in this next stage that we're going to be progressing to. So you most likely will end up saving it for the glue. Just because the glue takes over needing buffalo teeth and other things. It is quite handy to have. You know, just there when you need it, basically. So, we can do. Also, buffalo meat cooked is extremely good for food. One of the best things you can actually get. So, it's very useful. Now we're just going to let them grow up and then we'll have to start breeding them itself, okay? So, this should have made us some charcoal. Yeah, we've got plenty of charcoal now. What we're going to do with the charcoal is eventually put it into the mill. So what we need to do now is just progress down this line a little bit. So the first thing is a saddle. Right. Obviously this is just so you can get a horse. Nothing too difficult. A bit of leather and some of that leather cordage. So although I believe I've only got 2. See, I knew I actually made 3 for a reason. I just couldn't really remember why. Which means we're going to need to put one of them there. Over here we've got our tool. Combine this with this, and then we're going to require a little bit of string to pull this off. I think that might be enough. Yeah, it is. I forgot. It's just that's quite simple. Okay. So there we go. Now we have our 3 bits that we need. I think I'm just going to not try and pronounce it from now on until my brain actually catches up with what I can read. But anyway, there's our saddle made. You know, nothing too difficult. You know, obviously, I'm sure quite a lot of you know how to use a saddle. You just put it on the horse after you've tamed it, and it lets you kind of run around where you need to run around. That's essentially it. So the next step is wheel. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Okay, we're not singing. Never mind. So we need to make that wheel. Okay, I believe that is quite simplistic as well. If we type it in. Okay. What am I doing? It's WH. Okay, so it's just 4 sticks surrounded by a piece of wood. We're just going to have a quick nap. I've set an alarm today, hopefully to just kind of keep it as an hour, like episode 2.5 ended up being like 1 hour and 5 minutes, but I am doing my best. I want to just keep it under an hour. An hour's long enough as it isn't, so I'm sure you'll agree. And I am still hoping that you guys are finding it entertaining. That's all it is. That's all. The whole point of this is. First video's doing okay. I'm like I've explained. I'm learning as well at the same time. So we're just gotta kind of feel the water and see how things go. I'm gonna get that Twitch account set up, start streaming like the builds and that. Anyone of you like it on there, I'll leave the link so you can kind of just follow it when I'm doing it. And yeah, we'll kind of just go from there, to be honest with you. So there's our wheel. We got our achievement for it. You can make a cart later on. I've not used this ourselves, but if you actually read what it says, it's a portable storage, so easy mob transportation, as you covered, and you can craft and put other things in and inventory. We never did it last time, we just built it, so I'll probably just build it again this time. I might look on off camera in between episodes and kind of just give you a quick show of what it does. As soon as I know what I'm talking about, really, because at the moment I've got no clue. I know that we need to craft it, but it's not a main line. The next step, which this is unlocked now, we can go into the gears. Alright, so if we actually search for gear, we've got our wooden gear. Okay, you're going to end up making quite a few of these, and like I said before, this is why we need to do that ritual, because you can't use any wood, you have to use a red cedar plank. I guess it's more durable, that's why it does it, but I don't know. But we got our buffalo teeth from the buffalo, and we got our planks, so let's go get some planks. Okay, he should have done quite a few. Yeah, we only need 4 for this. Alright. As I said, the buffalo hide will be turned into glue in the next one, so we won't have to worry about that too much. But for now, we don't have access to that, and we need to use primitive teeth. This would be, I guess it's going to be really spiky like a gear would be, but we'll have to just see how it goes. Like pink wood. I don't know why it's pink when it says cedar. Well, it's red pink wood, isn't it? No, red cedar plank's not pink. It looks pink. They did the colour wrong. It's Minecraft for you. Okay, so there's our gear sorted. Alright. We are going to need 2 of these if we want to continue on a certain path. But we will do that in a minute. So we've got our gear sorted. Okay. And if we go to L, now we can make the mill. So the millstone itself doesn't actually require a gear, but you need to make a hand crank because this is still powered by manual stuff. So our millstone is just going to be stone with a stone slab and a grindstone. Luckily we messed up last episode and we made an extra quick grindstone. Look, right up here, sorted. Okay, so we've got to get that. We need 3 of them and then a few more bits of stone as well. So if we get 3 stone, just like a normal vanilla Minecraft recipe, that will make us some stone slabs. Alright, we've got that there. We're going to put the stone slab down, the grindstone down, and then the stone, just like the recipe asks. And we're going to craft. Okay, now that's that part done. We have our millstone. Okay, we're going to put the millstone here for now. But we can't, can we? Because of the top bit of it. Okay, we'll put the millstone here. Blocked. Problem with the millstone, it needs required like on size because its output basically just throws it wherever it wants. It's very fussy. I just realised what I did. Don't worry, we'll get the placement right. There we go. So it doesn't say block now. So essentially, you put your stuff in here and then it'll let you process it, but you need a hand crank to be able to actually use it, and that requires the gear we made. So that's just 2 cobblestone sticks and a gear. Okay, not too heavy on the resources for that. So we're going to grab this. We're going to put the, I think that's where the gear goes, yeah? Yeah, that's right. Okay, we need 2 sticks and we're just going to grab our 2 cobblestone, which I hope we got some here. Right, should have, yeah, there we go. 2 cobble. And we're going to place them both there just like that. And there we are, we have the power of a hand. We can place that on top of that by shift clicking. And now, once we put the required things in there, we can click show recipes. You can use it to break down a lot of things, to be honest with you. We will be able to automate this with water power in this next stage that we get onto, but for now this is where we're at. Okay, and as you can see, we can turn the coal into coal dust to be able to continue on with our quests. So what we'll do is we're just going to put some of this stuff away, and we're going to make some charcoal, really. So all you do, you've got a user interface. We only really, we're just going to make a bit. Problem is, this is a bit of a process. Like, look, one click only does a little bit. So this is one of them really strenuous parts of the game. Like, if you're making a few things and you want to have proper organisation, it takes quite a few clicks. Once it's finished, it just chucks it out at you like that, as you thought. Like I say, we can and we will be doing in a couple of episodes, getting to where we can harness the power of water. You know, just basically running water over a water wheel. That's literally it. Ooh, looks like we're coming up to the hour mark, guys. I was hoping to get this done all in this episode. If we press L, we've got this part done. There's not a hell of a lot really much to do. It's just about crafting the actual bits that we need for this now. We've got this mill sorted. Okay, so what we'll do is, we've got like 5 minutes till the hour. I think I set it up that way. Or maybe it'll go a few minutes over. It's up to you guys if that's alright with you. I was just hoping to get this kind of sorted right now. If we just look at the hopper, okay. So this is what we require for the hopper. Yeah, we've got the red planks, we've got the shadow gem, we've now got this dust and the shark tooth. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do, yeah, is these are breeding and stuff like that. We've got all this stuff. I will show you quickly. So if we press L, the last thing for that press was just to make a charcoal block, basically. So you just need to put 9 charcoal together in this for the horse press to work, basically, as you'd imagine. You've got to put them all there. Once it's got 9, it'll turn around and then turn it into a block for us, just like it did with the gems. Basically, anything that you normally compress is how it gets done, like this. There you go, compressed. There's our block done, and that's the quest done. Alright? So, realistically, the only next part we need to do is craft the flaming grill whopper, yeah? Which we can literally do. We're going to do that at the beginning of the next episode. It's going to take 5 minutes now that we've actually got what we need to make. And then the next part is the porcelain stuff to be able to move on to the next stage, which is just making a melter and a base. And if I quickly just type in melter, just to kind of show you guys, okay? So we have the melter and the heater, okay? So that's what we needed, the flaming grilled whopper. I am going to make that off thingy, the actual whopper, because that way we got some made for when we can just come back and just basically make this stuff. The porcelain bricks, okay, just to show you quickly, is unfired porcelain in that kiln, yeah? And that's the flint, clay and white dye. To get white dye, you basically can use a millstone or grindstone and you can just grind up some powders. I believe I've got everything set up. I've got some bone meal that I've made, there's the flint and the clay. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to produce all that in here, because that's going to take a little bit of time. Basically, and then fire the bricks so that they're all made. And then what we'll do at the beginning of the next episode, it'll take 5 minutes, we'll just literally make this part. We'll make this part, okay, so that that's actually done, okay. And then, yeah, I mean, just to kind of show you the clay part, you know, it's just literally this and then in a kiln again. And I'm going to set up a bit more automation because, as I say, I'm going to make that flaming whopper thing, which means I can put it under here like I explained next episode. And I will show you that at the beginning of the next episode. And yeah, I'm just going to do that so that we can quickly, in the next one, advance to that age, and then we can make a crafting table and just move on. Alright, guys? So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed episode 3. You've been watching on Hunter Ascended, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you on episode 4. Bye!